everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Just with Tofu, the video podcast. You guys can tell how excited I am, right? It's been a long time coming. I have always wanted to do video podcasting since forever. I think since 2021. I've been on the road to starting video podcasting, but it just did not work. One, I didn't have the equipment, I didn't have the aesthetics, I didn't have the background, I didn't have a studio. But who needs a studio when I have my couch, my throw pillows, and my beautiful duvet gifts, and my phone, tripod, and well, the brand new mic I just got. Okay, this is harder than I thought actually, because I've never had to be in front of the camera like this. Guys, this is my very first video episode, so it's going to be a big cringe. God, I even said cringe wrong. Cringe, cringe, cringe. Yes, that's what I meant. It's going to be cringe. Cringe. My mouth. Oh, I'm crashing out. You guys, I'm crashing out. Okay. Anyways, it's your girl, just Sophie me. And you guys, I'm just really excited to be finally able to do this. I've seen a lot of people start their podcasts after me and it gets traction and it's just working well. But this is the moment of me being vulnerable. My podcast hasn't been doing well. If in fact, it's one of the reasons why I said I think I should start video podcasting, because I think the world has evolved. Okay, nobody wants to listen to audio podcasts alone. They want to see your face while you're talking. So I decided, you know what can go wrong? People insult me. Insults don't used to come on somebody's body. It's just an avenue to learn it anyways. So please comment bad though. Tell me how you find the video so that I can learn, do better. But I don't have money to buy gadgets now. So whatever I'm giving you guys for now, please, on my knees, accept it. So a lot of you new people that are subscribed, see, this is what you guys subscribe for. This cringiness is what you people subscribe for. I'm sorry. I'm going to do better. But just give me this one episode. I can't promise that it's going to be better in next episode though, but this one is going to probably be the worst. But yeah. It is what it is. Anyways, for people that are just joining us and are wondering, why am I on this side of YouTube? Why am I subscribed to this channel? What am I getting from here? I'm going to be very honest with you. You're not getting anything. You're just getting unwarranted, unwanted, unnecessary. Nobody asked you for gist that I'm going to be giving you free of charge. When I started Gist with Tofu, what I had in mind was, okay, let me paint a scenario. You're just coming back from work, you're tired, fagged out, and you're in the mood for some, juicy gist. But you don't want to be the one giving the gist. And you don't know any of your friends that has that kind of gist to give you. I'm here as your resident gist partner. I'm just here to give you gist that nobody asked for. But it's definitely going to be juicy. Well, technically, not all my gists are juicy, but majority of it are juicy. It depends on what you call juicy, but it is what it is. So basically, I had just with Tofu in mind as your resident gist partner, a part of Spotify or YouTube. You can just go to if you just want to chill and just listen to someone talk and just maybe share their life experiences, share someone else's experiences, and just talk about random things. Really, we don't have a particular schedule or a particular way we have discussions or conversations here. It's just as the spirit leads. And today, I don't have any set topic to discuss. I just want to introduce you guys to my YouTube channel. I just want to introduce you guys to Gist with Tofu. You can check out my other episodes on Spotify at Gist with Tofu, Apple Podcasts, any kind of podcast listening apps where you listen to podcasts. I'm there. I am there to disturb you, to give you vibes, just vibes on vibes, really. So I might be wondering, what am I? What do I do? So my name is just so for me. My everyday name is Favor, but for my just partners, I am just for me. I'm a registered nurse that recently moved to Canada. Well, relatively, I moved to Canada, I think last year, December. And I'm just a girl trying to find her feet in this strange man's land. I'm trying to find my feet in Canada. I just do well for myself. You know, I have dreams. I have dreams. I have ambition. I am so career oriented. Let me give you guys gist. I don't know if I shared this in my previous episode, but when I moved to Canada, I met a life I didn't bargain for. They always tell us, oh, when you travel out of the country, everything's going to more, everything's going to be sweet. You're just going to be flexing, earning in dollars, balling and doing all sorts. Yes, it's true to an extent, but they don't tell you what you have to go through to get to that level. What I had to go through, in fact, I am still going through, I've not gotten there yet. So I got to Canada with the mindset of, oh, at most in a month, I'll get a job. I'm a nurse now. I'm a nurse from Nigeria. Nurses are hot commodity. And by the time I get to Canada, in a month, I'm going to get a job. I'm sure Canada just sat down in the one corner. I was just laughing at me that, don't worry, you will learn. Guys, I spent 5 months in this country without a job. 5 months. If anybody had told me when I was moving from Nigeria to Canada that, oh, I've spent 5 months without a job in this country, I'll say it's a lie. Like, it's not possible. I'm a nurse. Like, I'm highly wanted everywhere. Like, everyone is looking for nurses. They need nurses in this country. They actually do need nurses, but the process is a hassle. I'm not even going to go into that in this episode. I just want to share what I've been up to and what has really been going on in my life in the past 9 months and some weeks that I've been in this country. So I didn't have a job for 5 months, like I said. It took a toll on me. I am somebody that immediately I finished from School of Nursing in December 2022. I got a job. I got a job immediately in January, and it was even an administrative job. I got a job as a claims officer at Avon HMO. Shout out to Avon HMO. The best place to work, like the actual best place to work. It's not just a slogan. You guys, I'm not even trying to patronize or anything. I worked there for 2 years, and every single day of my work in that place was blissful. There didn't come a time that I was working in Avon that I said like I hated my work. I enjoyed it. The environment wasn't toxic. My bosses, my colleagues, it was just a place of love. A lot of people complain about how we don't have non-toxic workplaces in Nigeria. Avon gave me a different perspective. When a lot of people complain about their jobs, and then they're like, you never complain about your job. Is it that you don't want to share what you're going through? I'm like, there's nothing to complain about. Yes, every work has its stress, it has its struggles, but I actually enjoy my job. And I don't enjoy it just because, oh yeah, the job pays well or anything. Yeah, it does, but I enjoy it because it's it's somewhere I always want to be. It's a very wonderful place to work. They balance work life and social life evenly. We do our work diligently, but when it's time to have fun, we have that part. And if you're going through stuff at work, there's some organizations where you are going through stuff, like your life is actually happening to you. They don't care. Just do your job. They don't care about whatever is going on with you. But Avon cares much more than, your job, because they believe in your whole person. If you're working with us, we want you to be fine in every area of your life. So if an area is failing, let us know. If you need some time off, fine, we'll give you. I remember when I was having my anxiety issues in 2023. Oh God, that seems like a long time now. I remember when I was having that issue in 2023. My boss noticed the decline in my job in my productivity. And in other organizations, other people will be like, you're not producing. They will they will shout at you and tell you everything, like just, threatening you that you're not doing well, we're sending you away. But he called me and was like, this is not you. You do your job diligently. What is going on? And I explained how what's been going on in my life. And it was like, do you want to take some time off? Like a week? I was like, I don't know, maybe. He gave me a week off. It wasn't part of my job, of my like it wasn't part of it wasn't part of my leave days, but it just gave me, it was like, you need this. I can't have you not being productive at work. So go and source whatever issue is going on with you. When you come back complete, you come back better. That's what I want. I want you to be at your best self. And in fact, it gave me a whole different perspective of workplace. Like I just so I'm just grateful I got to have that kind of experience, and shout out to Avon HMO. If you want to work, even our enrollees can testify that we are the best HMO in Nigeria. Argue with your keyboard. I don't care. Drag me, quote me anywhere. It is the truth. Avon HMO is the best. Anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Yeah. So that's that. So exactly having to work in that kind of place, and I've got my life on track. Really, I just wanted to, you know, do better. And thank God, marry good people. Marry good people. My husband is the best. I'm sorry if you can't be labor. All right, guys, scratch that. Really, so it pushes me a lot. Thank God for him. Thank God for family. Thank God for communities. Thank God for my friends. Destiny Kids. I love you guys so much. Shout out to my friends. I love you guys. Like, I was really going through so much. And I won't lie, it almost pulled me back to the depth, to the hole of anxiety. And I promised myself, I said, not never in my life do I want to go back to that time. It was horrible. It was bad. It was the worst thing ever. If you know somebody going through anxiety disorder, they have panic attacks, and you've seen them have panic attacks, if you think they're exaggerating, my brothers and sisters, I kid you not, they are not exaggerating. It is that bad. I had panic attacks back to back to back, and I won't wish this on my worst enemy. And that is the truth. So, and I said, God, I never want to go back to the hole of depression like that anymore. So I just had to look for something to fill my days, my boredom, my busy days. That was when I took my writing seriously, and I started putting stories on my Instagram back to back. And I want to appreciate everyone that has engaged my writing page. That's my what do I even call it? My story page, my writer's page. Yeah, that makes more sense. It's called Phoebe's in PHOBES_INKK, Phoebe's Inc. So I put up any story I feel like, comedy, romance, unhinged, anyone. It's on there, and trust me, you enjoy. They're just short stories. They're just short stories, and I'm grateful to God for the fact that I am able to showcase my creative side. I didn't know I was this creative, but a lot of things will happen to you. Those talents you think you don't have, they will come out. So yeah, really, moving to a new country is not beans. It's not easy, but trust me, I know a lot of us are going through what I'm going through. What I went through, I'm still going through. Thankful to God, I got a job. Well, I got two jobs, two jobs, but that's another story for another day. But really, I got to Canada and met what I didn't bargain for. But all in all, God has been faithful. This is me trying to start my YouTube channel, or starting my YouTube channel, and starting the video aspect of my podcast. But this is what we're going to be getting from now on. So we are going to be getting videos and audios from Gist with Tofu every Friday, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 1 p.m. Canadian time. Yes, and I'm also a Nigerian in diaspora. So I want to create some sort of like balance, because I was having a discussion with one of my guys, and we are just talking, and it was like, honestly, sometimes I miss Lagos, I miss Nigeria. Lagos, precisely. I'm a Lagos babe. I grew up in Lagos. I lived all my life in Lagos before I moved out of the country. So a lot of people be like, "Oh, a lot of stuff on your podcast is Lagos based." I'm a Lagos girl at heart, okay? Is you can't just drag it out of me. Yeah, that's all I've ever known. But really, I want to build a balance for people in the diaspora as well. Just have a taste of home. It can be lonely. it can really, really be lonely outside the country when you're not with your friends. It's, yeah, you talk on the phone all the time, but it can't be as good as when you're like with them physically. So I beg, appreciate the time you have with your friends right now. Because once everybody starts traveling to different parts of the world, everything you will have is video calls and texts. And that could only go a long way. How long does that want to help you? And making friends abroad is not easy. Oh. It's not easy. And abroad there, that's your colleagues are not your friends. I learned this in this Canada. Yes, your colleagues are not your friends. I agree. I agree. But the colleagues I have in back home in Haven, they are my friends because they are my family. They are not even longer friends, they're family. Shout out to everybody in Avon. I miss you people. In case any of you watches this, I miss you guys though. Like I didn't know what I had until stopped I stopped working. There'll be days I'll be like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I'm tired, blah 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 blah. Now, it was as if I should bring Avon to Canada and just come and be working there. But I can't have it all, at least not now. Anyways, guys, so basically this episode is just a round session and an introduction to the video podcast Just with Tofu. It's nice. It's nice actually. So everyone, I'm going to be putting a link at the end of this video, like in the bio, in the description of this video. Send in questions, topics you want me to discuss, experiences. Let's have a wholesome episode. Let's have wholesome episodes since we're doing video now. Because before, if I will beg you that you send me questions, send me experiences, but people will not send. How do I want to? It's hard to come up with topical. It's so hard, especially when you know that there are lots of podcasts that can talk about this or particular topic you're talking about. But it is what it is. All right, guys. I will catch you guys on the next episode, on the next proper episode of the Gist with Tofu. Have a lovely week ahead. Bye.